I'm not sure.
Okay, let me check.
Mhm.
Here we go. I think I got you right here, Smith. Oh, Miss Melissa Kelly. All right, cool. So do you know Miss Melissa Kelly personally?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Oh, what? What's it like being a neighbor to Melissa Kelly? Does she like grass is always dead, HOA's after her? Like,
And yeah, she's pretty cool.
cool.
We went
Awesome.
to school together. We kind of grew up together.
Oh, you guys go way back. I can't wait to hear
Yeah.
some funny stories about Miss Melissa. All right, cool. So you're here for some information. We'll get you sorted out in just a minute. How you doing, Miss Tara? Oh, what's up? Cool. Right on. How have you been? Yeah. Yeah, your background's looking pretty cool too. Is that a digital one or is that your background? Gotcha. Oh, and so Miss Tara, you're already with Primerica, right? Gotcha. And you're out of Texas or? All right, I thought I had all. So Paul Miller introduced you to me, right? Good to meet you officially. Cool. Yeah, so our opportunity meeting is going to kick off at 9. Let me get this lobby sorted out here real quick. So, all right, who's going to be doing some info for Miss Samantha? All right, should be, because I'll shoot you down to office number 1, and I'll let them know you guys are down there. So, John, on your screen, brother, it's going to say join breakout room.
Okay.
Let me see. Should be coming across now. Terry, I'll send you down there too, man, so you guys can hang out.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Hey, Terry, just let Aaron know you're down in room 1.
All right.
Cool. All right, Miss Tara. So how long you been in the business, Miss Tara? Oh, you got muted. Hold on. Let's get you unmuted. Oh. Yeah. Cool. Right on. Awesome. Good to hear. Yeah, I've been here for about 3 years now. Right on, man. So you're here to kind of check out how we run an opportunity meeting? This is by Paul or by who? Oh my goodness. So how'd you run into Paul? Oh, I got it. Oh, right on. Oh, so you ended up staying in Paul's base shop? Sounds like you're a little bit of a systems person. I'm a systems guy myself. Right on, ma'am. So you've been in Primerica 18 months, you said? So when's your RVP date? When are you going regional vice president? Yeah. Cool. So you already got division locked in, huh? Cool. Right on. Yeah, we just had Valerie Ware, the lady who's just in here. She got division in regional this month. Yeah. So you're right there. Cool. Who's your RVP? Awesome. Yes. I've never met a real jerk RVP yet. So they've all been pretty sharp. Welcome back, Miss Bree. I think you're going to hang out with, let's see here, Mrs. Where'd she go? Oh, you there, Miss Bree? I think you got muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go. I think you're hanging out with, oh gosh, my brain. Ruth, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me send you down to her office and I'll let her know that you are here, ma'am.
Very cool. Thank you.
All right, good to see you again. Long time no see, Miss Bree.
Right.
There we go. All right.
Oh my God, how's it going? Okay, so hold on. This come on, focus, baby. There you go. I but he had such wonderful things to say about you, and he was talking about being able to recruit, 80 people a month, and I'm like, I'm really happy with like 8 and 10 when I can get there. So what I'm seeing is when you do is okay. So what was happening just now?
Yeah, so on the hour, our lobby gets a little crazy, especially at night. So we kind of turn Zoom into a office. So everybody comes into the main Zoom code, and then we sort them out into breakout rooms. We got about 30 different offices that leaders work out of throughout the day. And that allows me to hop around and, help them close, answer the agent questions, help with licensing, all kinds of good stuff. So.
And so how do you use one Zoom room to do that?
Yeah, we kind of just hacked it. Back when Zoom first was necessary, we figured out how to open breakout rooms. We figured out how to make permanent breakout rooms. So now we just arrange our breakout rooms by challenge score. So the leader with the highest score is one of the first up there. It's kind of cool. So.
That is amazing. How are you guys reaching people? I mean, in the extent you are, and not just the people that come in to fill space, but reaching real people, the good ones that show up and do work.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever heard of the A.L. Williams Way?
Yes. It's a book, right? I have not read it.
Yeah. So this is the manual to the business by our founder, Art Williams. Yep, basically the cheat code. So you got folks in this business that are really financial services orientated. They're really into selling products and becoming experts. Then you have people that are builders. And the builders are building organizations. They're opening up outlets. What the biggest opportunity we have here is we have an opportunity to open new outlets that we get to override and get ownership. So it's like the Henry Ford approach, right? And here, this book, and honestly, the things I've got turned on to first was A.L. Williams' best videos. So on YouTube, there's a whole series about Art Williams and all the videos of his culture back when this thing really blew up. Because one of the first things you're going to want to do, if I give you advice, Ms. Tara, is find someone's business that you really like and just model it, right? And for me, that was Art Williams. He was the only person to ever make $1 million a month here. So he made $1 million a month in the 80s, back when a mill was a mill.
Right.
And sold some Citigroup for like $1 billion. So nobody's ever had a growth trajectory like Art Williams. So I choose to follow him.
That's awesome. I was so curious about your op night and how you did your people and train them and I appreciate you sharing. I mean, you don't have to do that. I'm a completely different base shop.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So out of Art Williams, one of his best disciples that I really follow that's like still active in the business is Andy Young. So it went for me, Art Williams, Andy Young, and then there were 2 other really good builders, Francis Averett and Bill Arender. So I found every piece of SoundCloud, every YouTube video you can imagine from those 4 folks, and I just let them be the ones that influence my brain. Because in Primerica, there's just so many different ways to do things, and none of them are wrong. The person that wants to make $1 million just doing investment sales in their own pen, bless their heart. But I don't want anything to do with that business, right? I'm not trying to be a slave to the phone, always answering client questions. I want Andy Young's business. He makes about 50 grand a week. $20 a minute, and he hasn't written a sale in 20 years.
Yeah, that's like Mike Tuttle. That's his thing too.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And Mike Tuttle, he started with Campus Crusade for Christ. So he had already known how to build up, different organizations, different outlets, and disciple people. So he just applied that over here. Very similar model to ministry. So, and Andy Young, he's about as pure of a builder as it goes. So it, just really focusing on outlets and double-digit recruiting and finding leaders. And leaders do what we call FITFO. The acronym is Figure It to Freak Out, right? So when a leader like Tara comes along, hey, what do I got to do to district? 3 recruits, 3 live sales, and a license. Done. So what do I want to do? Do I want to go try to motivate the crap out of a 2? Or do I want to just find a 10? Because a 10 is just going to get the job done.
Yeah, sort through the pebbles and get the stone.
Yeah, because the numbers are the numbers. So what Andy Young really teaches and what you're seeing us do here, we're at, what are we at now? I think we're at 136 recruits on the month. And what we've done, how we've been able to accomplish that is first thing you got to do is double-digit recruit. You got to get 10 recruits in a month, and that could be, hey, you find 3 and get each one of them 3. It's 12, right? Or you got to go find all 10 direct, right? Whatever the heck you got to do, get 10. Because out of 10, you're going to find, the Pareto principle, which is 20% of people do all the work, right? So, but it doesn't happen unless you get 10. I mean, 20% of 4 is 0. 20% of 5, you're risking it to get 1, right? But when you DDR, you do 10 recruits in a month, you're getting 2. And now it's you plus 2 other people that are setting appointments. And between the 3 of y'all, you're going to DDR again, much easier than the first time, right? Because you're using their markets, and your own still, right? So you get DDR again done, second month, hopefully sooner. Now you got 4 leaders plus you. Now this thing's a piece of cake, you're bringing in 20. And the key from this point is to develop DDR legs. So you DDR and then you build DDR teams, right? Like for me, as many recruits we're bringing in, I've only got 4 DDR legs. I got 4 separate legs, separate businesses that I've taught how to DDR.
That's incredible.
And out of 3, your goal is to get 1, which is you're the DDR person, right? Then you build a DDR leg through leaders, and you start to stack those leaders, right? So it's like, I've got me, the RVP, senior regional Sierra Rosario. I've got regional Valerie Ware, which double promoted. She's got a division under her. She's got an amazing district under her. They're all full-time. We found them all through DDRing, right? But now they're stacked on top of each other as leaders. There ain't no way in hell that leg's not going to DDR. They've already put on 54 recruits on the month.
That's, and my next question would be, how in the world are they reaching that many people? What are they doing?
It's right here in the book. More
Okay.
marketing.
So I can just buy the book.
No, it's through best friends. We're a best friend and family business, right? So what you're looking for is somebody that's humble, hungry. They have to win now, not could win now. They have to win now. They got a hot market. That's the piece that's missing. Traditional life insurance people, they don't do well in this system. Traditional salespeople don't do well. They've already sold their grandma a vacuum, right? They've ruined their credibility. So it's okay if that's happened to you. You just got to find somebody that has a hot market, right? And they're coachable. So out of the 10, you're going to find at least 2 that are going to get to district. Humble, hungry, have to win now with a hot market that's coachable. Now, if you don't do 10, you're going to bang your head against the wall all day. Why won't Susie Q just do my system? Susie Q was never supposed to do your system. Because you're not going to find a Susie Q to do your system until you recruit 10. And out of that, you'll find 2 that'll run your play.
Yeah, I get it.
No. So, and we do this by all means necessary. We'll do a social post that's compliant and invite them to op nights. We have we call putting up your signs with your friends and family. Walmart, another distributor like us, because we're in the financial services distribution business. We're not in sales, right? So my goal for every single person to come into our business is, hey, in the next 5 to 12 months, while you're spare part-time, just through 5 to 10 of your referrals and their referrals, we're going to build you out 30 to 40 licensed agents. We are going to build you out 30. My team does it for you.
let me ask you a question since you just said that, because I have actually some really good, I don't like calling it luck. I have good results from LinkedIn, of all places. And
They're sharp
so
people on it. Yeah.
I have not been, what I wanted to do for my team, because everybody works. Like, I do exactly what I have laid out here. Follow these instructions, set up your profile. This is the absolute compliant job post to put up, and then post your job for free. When you get recruits or when you get applicants that come in, just book them with me. You don't need to be there because I know you're at work, and then I'll build you out a team. And then I had somebody tell me that was just way too much work to do for somebody. I was like, yeah, but all those recruits will roll up to me if they do nothing.
It's true.
So
yeah.
does that sound like I'm wasting my time, or do you think
Very
it'll work?
similar to what we do. I mean, we choose to use Facebook because that's like an ocean of our target market. And more people have it and are familiar with it. So we just have people post a social post immediately. Same thing though. And what we have them do is they just tag their upline district leader that knows how to set appointments. And again, we have the upline district leader do it because, hey, if somebody comes in from that district's market, who gives a crap? Because just like you said, they'll roll up, right? And that district leader actually teaches them how to set appointments, right? So when Susie Q responds to the Facebook post, hey, Susie Q, so glad you're interested. Best to hop on a Zoom and see if it's a good fit. What works better for you, weekdays or weekends? Weekends, Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, morning or nighttime. Nighttime, great, 7 or 8. 8 o'clock, listen, Susie Q, you're going to love to meet our VP. It's going to be awesome, right? Is that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. Well, what's the compensation? Well, it's financial services and there's a, compliance. So the best bet's really just hop on Zoom and see if it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Well, what are the positions available? Oh, there's multiple positions available. The best bet's to hop on Zoom and see if it's a good fit, right? So we're able to teach them those appointment setting strategies right out the gate, that way they can start setting their own from social, But what you don't want to miss, so throw that up as a layup, but you got to access the red hot market. Like you got to talk to their friends and family because the cold, if you throw a teammate into the cold, you're going to wear them out. They're going to be like, this business is so hard. Everybody says no. Oh, look at internet weirdo. They think it's a pyramid, right? Because that's what the cold market is. There's no personal credibility there. But you go meet Susie Q's best friend, Sarah. Sarah comes in and she knows you're not a weirdo because Susie Q wouldn't put her in front of some weirdo. And then I know that Sarah's not a weirdo because Susie Q better not waste my time and put me in front of some weirdo, right? And we got a foundation we can work with, right? You're not a weirdo. I'm not a weirdo. Hear me out. We're just like real estate, yada, 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 right? So the best place to build your business is always on the warm market. And I mean, you kind of get that with LinkedIn. Don't get me wrong. People have like their connections on there. You kind of get that on Facebook too, because a lot of people are connecting there as well. But nothing beats a, hey, Tara, let's say you're my best friend. Hey, Tara, man, I just sat down with an awesome new financial company. I want you to come check it out at 9 o'clock tonight. In 30 minutes? Yeah, girl, get on a freaking Zoom. 30 minutes. And they do because they're their best friends.
I love it. Yeah, if you do it too far out, they don't show up. And the thing is that oh, this is too hard thing, nothing is hard. The question is, does it align high enough in your values that you're willing to endure pain to see it through? Because like your kids, you'll endure pain and pleasure equally for those kids. But if you're getting to something that you don't see as valuable, well, you won't endure the pain for it.
The key is keep it simple, very simple, very easy. You want a very duplicable, simple system. So for us, it's like, hey, post a social post. Let's talk to your friends and family, put your signs up. We're hiring now. Terra Finance is coming soon. We're not trying to recruit grandma, but grandma's going to know a cousin that just, got out of business management school and wants an entry-level position, and she'll refer us, right? And then we do the targeted approach. We call them 4 and 5 pointers in the macho market, married, age, kids, homeowner, occupation. And that's where you're really going to eat. I mean, the whole point is to get to that market because your statistics are much better. 30% of people get licensed that are marrieds. Only 5% of singles get licensed.
Wow. I'm fully licensed. Thank God. It's all over.
Yeah.
Well,
But
except for the 26.
my point is when it comes to building a business, hey, that means that 20 out of 20 singles, one's going to get a license.
Right.
Out of 10 marrieds, 3 of them are.
That's incredible. I didn't know that.
We'll slap a jersey on anybody. Anybody can come play. My mentor, Andy Young, started when he was 19 years old with a torn ACL. He's a 0-pointer. Guy makes freaking $50K a week. He's doing all right, But at the end of the day, you got to know your target market. And the best part about the macho market is, hey, they're clients and agents. And the persistency is incredible. They go and get their own policies. They're sticking forever because they're teammates.
Okay, so then all you do is
Macho people, no other macho people.
right. Yeah, for real. And that 10 recruit thing is true because I did pull out 2 this month that are going to be probably one for sure is going to be a rock star.
And you just got to know those numbers. And you got to set the expectation with your teammates, right? At the orientation, we're going to recruit you 10, 2 are going to quit immediately. Witness protection. Gone, right? 2 others are going to quit eventually. You're nice. They stick around. They like the positive environment. It's cool. Never going to do anything. If you're good and you have an efficient system and you're recruiting in a macho market, 4 will become clients. If you're not, you're recruiting in a single cold market, not going to get clients. But 2 will get to district. When you have a good system and you have a team running the system. Now, if it's your first time DDRing, you might just get 1 out of 10. That's okay. Any new system is going to be inefficient at first. But now that you run DDR the second time, you're like, all right, I know what to expect. I got my leader radar on. Because at the end of the day, when you're in business, you're just looking for leaders. Looking for people that are going to pop their head up, want to get the job done, run the play, and they take you to other leaders. So your DDR becomes easier and easier.
And so one of my, and let me ask you about this strategy. One of my strategies was to basically go into Facebook groups and make friends and go hunt people down, basically. It sounds terrible, but, go and get to know them and make friends with them. And then whenever the opportunity presents itself, well, there I am.
Absolutely. And you got to do that. So Andy Young, he's got a video. It's called He Made a Decision. So he was in a bad spot, 3 months behind on rent. He asked his dad to get a loan out for him. His dad said, go get a freaking job. He said, hell with that. Almost got sick typing up the resume, So he made a decision and he went and talked to over 700 people in 18 days. This is back before phones, back before Facebook, all this other stuff. So just on the streets of Winston-Salem, talked to 700 people to get 12 recruits. He was like, I got to go talk to 700 people. No, it doesn't freaking matter. You need 12 recruits. You get 12 recruits talking to 12 people, great. But you got to have 12 recruits in a short period of time. So you got at least 2 to more setting appointments. And now you never have to go back to the cold market. Your whole point, the DDR, is to get into good qualified markets and never, ever, ever go back to hunting people down on Facebook. Never go back to these LinkedIn posts, right? Because if you can get these teams DDRing just in the warm qualified market, your business is gone. And then you can use tools like that to get momentum going again, right? When you see a leg, because people get independent. They're not set appointments on my calendar anymore. So I go back and put up a social post, or I get a hold of a new leader and have them post one, and I'll start training them, So, but at the end of the day, when you're working with the macho market and red hot market, you're burning, you're cooking with grease. Because in the macho market, there's just all the credibility there. These people are just joining your business because they love working with Tara. I've worked with her before. She's a freaking animal. Like I can work with her here. Let's go. I didn't even tell you what it was. It doesn't matter. Seriously. But it's dead serious when you're in that kind of market, And then the same thing happens on the client side. My clients are like, yeah, we're insured with Primacare. I'm like, it's Primerica, right? They don't care what the name of the insurance company is because they trust Matthew. He's got my back. I'm insured with him. He's bringing a check. That's what happens when you get in a very credible, warm market. It's like, business is freaking easy. You're like, man, this is so simple. Everybody says yes. It's ridiculous.
I'm really impressed. I really am. So is your op night just like everybody else where you have, the leaders bring in everybody, you just do the op night? And
we prefer to utilize the op night for those cold market people from Facebook and 1, 2, and 3 pointers. So if we come to find out that somebody's married or has a kid, we want a leader to immediately take them after the op night and really start to work with them one-on-one and develop a relationship. We want to meet the wife immediately, like that night, right? We're going to have the wife there at the orientation, at the data collection, do the financial plan. So the op night's mainly for singles, 1, 2, and 3 pointers on the macho scale, or cold market. So it's a place really just to filter stuff, because I don't want my leaders in Disillusionville thinking they got 30 appointments in a rolling 7 when it's all a bunch of cold market crap. And it's like no, put all that through the op night. Hey, they want to win here, they'll pop up from there. But I mean, we'll get like 3, 4, 5 IBAs from op night, which is great. But then we do an orientation. We let them know like, hey, the op nights are awesome, but me meeting your best friend, your family is better, and again, the social posts are great, great tools to keep momentum going.
How do you
Right.
pull them off of op night? Like if they're married and they're on there, how do you get them off on op night? Just talk to them after that's over with. How do you do that?
My off night's only 20, 30 minutes.
Got you.
Yeah, it's real quick, break it all down. Then we break them out into breakout rooms. I get to know everybody in the beginning. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You married or got kids? Where are you zooming in from? Married, got kids? Where are you zooming in from? Right? And it's called FORM. So it's an acronym so you can actually get to know somebody. Family, occupation, recreation, money goals. So I at least get through the family and occupation so that I know that they're a 3, 4, 5 pointer, right? So, oh yeah, I'm married, I got kids. Great. A little star on their head. You're like, great. You should see 30% licensing ratio. You should see agent and client. You should see like macho market. Somebody that's married and has kids, they got 25 other people they know that are married and have kids.
So that's actually genius. Okay, so let me ask you this. If you get a 30-minute op night, which I like way better than the hour that we do, it drives me nuts, but I stay. If you do 30 minutes, and then do you ask them, do you take specific people and be like, okay, I'd really love you to come to this room like right now because we're done.
Yeah, the leaders are the ones that invited them. So we'll put the leader's name at the end and we'll just break it up, like, hey, all right, you're going to go with Sandy. You're going with Christy. You're going with Susie. And the leaders know how to close. So, I teach them some closing statements, some closing questions. I kind of tee them up for it. The leader's job is to move them through the system, right? So, Hey, Tara, yeah, op night was pretty cool, huh? What'd you think of Matt? That guy was kind of weird. I know, he gets excited, it's okay. But hey, listen, do you got a clean background? Yes. Put them back on their feet, get them selling themselves to you a little bit. Great, because it's a requirement to work here. Now, hey, seriously, Tara, how many hours realistically would you want to put towards this? Just start now. Probably 5 to 10 that Matt was talking about, right? Okay, cool. Well, hey, your time's worth money, Tara. So what do you got to make here on a monthly basis for that to be worth your time? Hey, 800 to $1,000, would make it worth my time. Well, Tara, that's very realistic. So if we can help you make 800 to $1,000, working 5 to 10 hours a week, when would you want to get started? Right now. Awesome. Next steps in application. Takes 15 minutes. We're going to ask you some background check questions. We're going to process that 64 that Matt talked about, right? And we're going to get you your solution number so that we can open up you to start studying online, and better bet, open up your bonus bank so you can start getting paid, right? You got 15 minutes, Tara? Yes. Boom. So they all know how to close. Right, they've got it sorted, and even if they say, Tara's like, yeah, you know what, August 15th, that'd be great to start. Great, Tara. Hey, next steps in application. Takes about 15 minutes, all right? Doesn't matter what the heck they say. You move them towards the application to get it done. So, leaders that know how to close, they go back into a room with them. Leaders close or come to find out they're married. We do what's right. Hey, you got to talk to your husband about this. I'm not trying to have you make some decision and then him just rip you apart for getting your money. Because the husband's going to think that you just gave your money to some dude in India, Bangladesh, no, let's go meet him. You don't have to do an IBA tonight. Is he there now? Yeah, he's actually been listening the whole time. Great. What's your name? Hey, Ricky. Nice to meet you, Ricky. Matthew Harper. You got any questions? Our leaders, they know what to do.
How do you deal with the kickback on that IBA fee, which I think should be more than the 99? I mean, they should charge $500 or $1,000 for that. But the kickback on $100 is just insanity. And how do you deal with that?
I've never gotten it.
Are you kidding?
What kind of kickback are you talking about?
Well, it's just like, oh, it's $100. I don't really have that right now.
Yeah, I don't ever hear that.
That's incredible. What do you say when you cover it?
I explain it at the op night. I explain what it is, what it's for, and then we proceed with their application. And they say, hey, do I have to pay that 64 right now? We say, yes. They say, I can't. All right, no problem. We'll save this and submit it later. But I'll take you at your word that, you want to move forward with us. So let's get your orientation scheduled. Let's get that social post posted. Let's get you rolling.
It just assumes the hell out of the sale, basically.
Oh, absolutely. Going totally assumptive. Yeah.
God, you really are something else.
If they can't do it, they'll tell you, but I talked about the fee at op night. They explained it again before we move forward with the application. So, at that point, they've really, but again, hey, I don't really care about somebody's $64 this month. I want their time and I want their market. You don't recruit the person, you recruit their market.
How do you get it for $64? It's always $99. Well,
this month it's a discount.
Well, I know. Well, for you get a discount like always.
You got a discount right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, for the 39, but oh, you're talking for the 39 and the 25. Okay,
No.
I got you.
Yeah,
Wow.
we recruited 75 people in our business last month at the 124.
Would you mind terribly? What time is it? Would you mind if I went through your op night and then like just went into one of the rooms and listened? Because I just want to hear it.
Yeah, you can shout at me.
This is great. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. When I make it up there to, $1 million earner, I will make sure to acknowledge
Were
the
you
fact
over there? Were you at convention?
Yeah, of course I was.
Oh, yeah.
I drove from Dallas.
Yes.
I'm not dealing with airports anymore. I'm done with that.
So yeah, we what fast start school do you plug into?
What do you mean?
Every 2 months or so, do you guys go to a fast start school?
Oh, the builder school.
Yeah.
Yes, Webb. Jacob Webb. He's the one that usually does one. There's one that happens in Dallas or Irving or somewhere, and then he does another one out in Roseville, California, which is most of where our hierarchy is.
Cool.
Besides Mike Tuttle, who's 90 minutes from me. So we're kind of spread out right now. I've got everybody all the way across the country right now.
Yeah, same here. We're in 40 different states.
This is I mean, COVID, sorry about that, but man, it was the best thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah, we love it.
I know. I almost feel guilty saying that, but not really.
No, yeah, it's been good. First 6 months in the business, we got in about 25 different states. We've blown up into 40 now. So yeah, we can't put it back into the box. That's the only place where me and my mentor, Andy, we're kind of like, he's like, would you raise a family on Zoom? I'm like, no, but I see him every month at a big event. So it's like, we get plenty of personal time. And we'll see.
I love the we'll see. I went through a ton of personal development, and the we'll see, that's a huge, yes, you're ready for it. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, Andy jerks around with me pretty hard, man. He's awesome. Yeah. He's like, so you're going to have a RVP promotion soon? I'm like, yeah, Annalise going to get promoted, probably the next couple months. He's like, you know what else is coming soon? Christmas. I'm like, thanks, Andy. Thanks. Andy Jackson, pretty good. Yeah, have some good mentors, right? So before I had access to Andy and I was in his inner circle, I just had him mentor me through SoundCloud, the books. So the books you got to read, I would read A. Williams Way, Pushing Up People, Coach. Coach is incredible. Teach you about the history of our company. You can get all these ones to the store, stupid cheap.
Oh, okay, cool. And Coach, right? Okay.
Coach is dope. And this one's awesome. Bill Arender was one of the best note takers ever. So he's got all the notes from all of Art Williams' deals.
Is that in the back? Is that in the back office too?
I think all of them are. This one actually I get through Amazon. I think it was only like $10 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are awesome books just to understand our business model and our system. And there's a YouTube about Art Williams breaking down the system. So you look up the A.O. Williams system, hour and a half long. I'll take you through the macho market, everything I just explained to you. And again, hey, you don't got to follow his play. Just pick a leader in Primerica that you really like and just model your business after them. And I would advise you to have access to that system so that you can just run the play. And the challenging part with new people is they see a shiny object and they're always switch their system. So, but it's just like if you're trying to invest or something, you got to invest long enough to see the compounding, right? If you've changed your system every couple months and one of your leaders circles back to you and they're like, hey, this is working so great. Well, you're killing it. What are you still doing the LinkedIn post and this and that and that? And they're like, no, we changed our system. Like, how's stuff supposed to compound? So you got to keep it simple. It's got to be aligned with these principles, in my opinion, right? And just make sure it's duplicable. Even down to your presentation. Everybody's got to do the same presentation.
Hey,
Matt.
Can I show you this? I'm dying for a new presentation. I don't like the 6-page one. It just doesn't flow
Holy
right
crap,
for me.
you got a 6-page presentation?
I've still got it. It's so old. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I don't know. I've never done one that's over 2. You want to see our presentation?
Yes, I would love to.
So this is our whole Google Drive. This is our drive that we give to all of our agents. So they got all the tools. But this is Art Williams doing the original kitchen table presentation. It's only 18 minutes long.
Okay.
This is the How Money Works. We have people learn the concepts there. Yeah, this is our presentation. How's it?
Did you send it to me?
No, it's right here. It's just this little 2-pager.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see the screen share?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this smaller. And no, I don't. I just see my face.
That's funny.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
okay.
2 pages. That's the presentation.
How
That's
do you-
it. That's it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, it's got to be simple. Got to be simple. So here, if you want to learn our presentation, our systems, Andy Young has his all recorded. Let me copy this link real quick. So Andy Young, his whole system is right here. That's why I follow his system, because I got access to him to ask questions and stuff. So let me shoot you this link. This link will give you access to him. You can watch these videos. He does his presentation. It's not very exciting. It's simple, duplicable, and gets the job done, you know? And I'm going to shoot it over to you. So, and you can find all, oh, that's not some lady's email. What the crap? Copy the link. And you can find all this stuff on getbiggergohome.com.
Wait, what is it?
It's called getbiggergohome.com.
Get bigger, go home. Okay.
And again, hey, run this stuff by your RVP. You know, I don't. You always want to be running his play. You want to be his best player. All that good stuff. But Andy's got a great mindset on building a business. He's got a coach's mindset. So that link I just sent you in the chat, that'll give you a link to his videos and stuff.
Oh, awesome. Oh my gosh, thank you. And you're just sharing this with me? That's so great.
Yeah, his stuff's available online. I mean, you can just find it right there at Get Bigger Go Home.
That is awesome. Okay, getbiggergohome.com. I still feel like I'm working way too hard for what I've got, because I know this thing is just, it's huge. It's bigger than anything I've ever done in my life, and I want to play the game like it's like that.
That's the key. You know, you got to understand your part, how to play the game. That's those videos I just shared with you. Andy talks about the coach's mindset. It's like when you're out there going for DDR, you got to understand what you're looking for, you know. I'm using an example called the coach's mindset. It's like coaches don't get fired because they lose the game. Coaches get fired because they don't have enough players. Players can't win the game. That's when coaches get fired, right? So you got to think it's like you're a coach. And as far as people not being able to show up and run your system, what's a good excuse? Oh, my grandma got cancer and I can't come and run appointments with you. Hey, that's a decent excuse, right? You know, or hey, I got drunk as crap last night and I can't come to the game. Well, if you're a coach, they both suck. I mean, you can be emotional and whatever. Oh, I get it, right? They both suck because you got a game to win. Players get hurt. Players can't play. You know, players got to take seasons off, right? At the end of the day, you got to find players, and you got to be rational about it. If we were, his example, he'll show it to you in his video, is like, if I was going to pay you $1 million to go field a soccer team by Saturday, what the hell would you do? I would call my wife and be like, you're not going to see me for 5 days, right? What's going on? Don't worry about it, okay? Because I got to go find players. You know, and then where would I start? Would I talk to my dad who's 65 years old, fat, overweight, and smokes? No. Yeah, why wouldn't you talk to me, son? Yep, because you can't freaking play soccer. There's no hard feelings about that. I'm looking for somebody that's skinny, looks kind of fast. So what a player looks like. You got to know what a player looks like here. You know, I'm kind of breaking it down for you. Normally married, normally got kids, normally, you know, statistically, right? So now, hey, fast guys that play soccer. Hey, fast guy that plays soccer, you want to come be in my soccer thing this weekend? No. Do I go cry about that? Hell no. Next. Hey, you want to come play soccer? Great. Amateur soccer player. Him and his buddies are going to come play soccer. Am I done looking for players? Hell no, right? Because here's the deal. I'll get you an extra $1 million if you can compete against a local high school team and keep within 10 points. So you're like, oh, crap, now we actually got something to play for. So no way I'm stopping with the amateurs. Hey, amateurs, y'all know any pros that would want to come and play? No, why would some pro want to play in your stupid soccer thing? Am I going to go cry about that? No. Hey, you amateur, you know any pros that might want to come play? Oh, yeah, talk to Rudy. He's in town. Hey, Rudy, what's up, man? You want to come play my soccer thing? Yeah, I'd love to. First person, you freaking a-hole. This dude, he wants. All right, cool, Rudy. Can you know anybody else that wants to come play? What? I'm not good enough? No, you're good. Great to have you there, right? But I'm gonna go find more players. It's like I'll have 100 people show up to a game where we can only field 10. And I'll know damn well that we're going to start the best people there because they ain't all going to show up. Players never happens. Players get hurt. Players have grandma sick. Dog got hit by a car, whatever. I'm going to have 100 freaking people show up that thing to make sure there's 10 there so that we can win the damn game. And that's the same way you got to treat your business. You're out there looking for players who, and you're going to get more efficient. In the beginning, who can just set freaking appointments so that I don't got to set appointments by myself? Great. Now we got that going. All right. Now I got 4 people setting appointments. Great. Now as those appointments are coming in, who can play at a high level now? Oh, you can come and play. That's great. Who can play at a high level? And that's who you're spending 80% of your time with, right? So in the beginning, hey, you'll set appointments and put me in front of people. You're Mr. and Mrs. Everything. All right. And as that thing gets cooking, all right, now we got tons of people setting appointments. Now we have a new culture where everybody sets appointments. And we also have a culture where we have more people quitting my business that used to join my business. Great. So everybody's setting appointments. Now we got some independent recruiters. Now we got people that got life licensed. Now we got some independent producers, but everybody's still setting appointments. Everybody's still recruiting. And now you're able to really just work with people that can play at a high level now because you're an RVP. And now you're promoting RVPs. So now that you've got your 3 double-digit recruiting legs, 3 DDR legs are going to produce 50 recruits a month for you. The primary math doesn't make sense. It's like, this should be 10 each. No, they never just do 10. 3 double-digit recruiting legs is going to get you 50 recruits a month. And now that you know the Pareto principle, 50 recruits a month is going to generate 10 district promotions for you a month. Not immediately, but as you get the system going. Now, listen, like you're an RVP, you produce 6 districts or 10 districts a month. Whatever your guidelines are, mine are $3,000 to be a district in premium, right? It means you're running a 50 by 30 base shot. $30,000 in premium, your bonus is 20% of that. Starting the month, your first check. But you're not focusing on hitting 30,000 in premium. You're focusing on 10 double-digit recruiting legs. I'm sorry, 3 double-digit recruiting legs. That brings in 50 recruits. That generates 10 districts. And the districts fit though. They figure it though. What do I got to do to get to district? 3K in premium. Here's my uncle. Here's my sister. Here's my brother. My district? Yeah, great job. Let's go find you a district. How do I find me a district? 10 recruits in a month. Done.
I did not know that RVPs could set their promotion levels.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you make your own guidelines. So whatever it is, and it doesn't matter what it is, like, because you're going to have to do whatever your RVP does, until you're ready, but when you're an RVP, hey, and even before, you need to get to DDR. You need to create a DDR team. It's going to involve you doing a lot of it. Then you need to create a second DDR team, then a third DDR team. If you got 3 teams DDRing, you're an RVP. And everything else is a byproduct, right? This month is our first month TDRing, over 100 recruits in a month. And by those numbers, we should be doing 60,000 in premium. We're not going to do 60,000 in premium. My feelings aren't hurt. It's our first time TDRing. We have a very inefficient TDR system. Next month, we're going to TDR again. Because I'm still going to have all my double-digit recruiting legs. But we're going to get more efficient. We'll probably get closer to that 60. Then we're going to get it. But we'll be promoting RVPs. By September, we're going to pop out 2 or 3 RVPs. And as long as I take my good replacements, I'll continue with my little factory, my 3 double-digit recruiting legs. That create 50 recruits, that create 10 districts. But it all starts right there. If you haven't DDR'd yet and you're not creating a double-digit recruiting leg, you're not in business yet. You're self-employed. You're doing all the work yourself. And the only way you're going to get out of that is to find leaders. If we ground coffee, if we were started a coffee shop, first thing I got to do is have somebody that's going to grind coffee. But me faking the funk, here, post this post. I'll teach you how to do it all. I'll do it all for you. Or I'll set all the points. That's you pretending like you have somebody there grinding coffee, but you really got to go grind a coffee. And they're just kind of taking up space. And you got another one. So there's 2 problems in Primerica. There's only 2 problems in Primerica. 1, you ain't got no players. That's okay. We can fix that, right? Go find some players. Second problem, though, is what a lot of people find themselves in, and that's hard to fix. They think the players they have are players. They're in disillusionville. They're spending all their time doing surgery on their recruits. Oh, if I just motivate them, if I would have just said the right thing, if I had a better system, if I just teach them my system better.
How do you get them to actually follow the system? Because it has been one of
Go
my
recruit
biggest.
10.
Do what?
Go recruit 10.
Well, okay, but to follow, okay, I am having, it's just the hardest time, it's a struggle to get them to actually, they got to send me their Gmail so I can add them to the site, and getting them to do that, and then I can tell what they've done, and it's,
How many recruits did you recruit last month?
probably 5, and I worked my butt off to get those 5.
Those 5 people aren't going to follow your system. You got to get 10.
Okay. So just keep going until you get 10 repeatedly, and then you'll keep 2 of the 10, no matter what.
You track down 10 recruits like freaking Terminator looking for Sarah O'Connor. By all means necessary. Like, say your dad down at the table, give me your phone. Say your mom or whatever, give me your phone. Hey, the teammates that are still breathing and will return your calls, give me your phone. Everybody post these social posts. Everybody do this. Everybody just bring me people. Just create a people bringing system. And then, hey, you'll do all the recruiting. You'll figure it out. You'll finally make it to 10. You're like, son of a gun. 2 people are actually doing what I tell them to do. But until you do that, you're trying to make lemonade and you got no lemons. You think that those first 8 people are lemons that you can make lemonade with, and they ain't. They're dead. They're dead people. You ever seen The Sixth Sense? Bruce Willis, all he saw was dead people. Craziest thing is, he didn't even know he was dead the whole time. And that's the second problem in Primerica. I look into people's businesses, all I see are dead people. And the person running the business, they're dead too. They don't even know it. No.
God, see, that's not what I want to be. I've worked too hard to get to this point, and
You're going to bang your head against a wall trying to turn 5 or 6 or 8, 9 people into people that are going to run your system. It's never going to happen. You got to go recruit 10. Out of those 10, you'll find 2. Out of those 2, you'll recruit 10 again. It'll be easier. So much easier. And out of those new 4 leaders plus you're going to recruit 15 or 20. Now you're cooking.
From the point you figured this out to now, how much time passed? A year and a half or so?
I've been on a constant journey from financial services hell to building. Yeah, so I came into a system that was totally financial services, sell. Came across Andy Young and Art Williams' material probably back in January 2020. So, and I've just been learning the system and getting more and more access to Andy since. And I've been running Andy's systems purely since January. So just since January, and running his presentation and doing his stuff has allowed me to build those 3 double-digit recruiting legs. We just got that done last month. Last month was the first time.
You said Andy Young, but you said Andy who?
Andy Young.
Just Andy Young? Okay. Because I'm going to get every single book.
Andy Young is awesome. Just watch the videos and stuff. And Art Williams. I mean, so, again, I just ran his system since January, and this is the first time we've had 3 double-digit recruiting legs. It was last month. We shot way over 50 because we had some badass people come into our business. Now we've recruited 130. Next month we're going to do 100, no problem. Maybe even 150 or 200. Because we're just going to keep, folks, all we talk about. DDR. Did you DDR yet? When are you going to DDR? Is this going to be the month you DDR? But, man, I just need to get a sale. It's not going to happen until you DDR. If I get a sale, that'll free me up with some more time for my job so I can actually go and recruit. Doesn't work like that.
So if I do the recruiting for the people that are working, is that a wash or?
Oh, no, hell yeah. I recruit for everybody.
Okay.
So out of the 100 recruits that have come in, 130, I was probably the person that had the conversation with 60 of them.
Okay, that helps me quite a bit. Thank you.
I know it's called tap rooting, right? So check this out. This is you like systems. This is a system I use, and I got to head over to the op night. this thing is super cool. I'll show you the business we just built that's doing over 50 recruits. You see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we had Valerie Ware, right? One recruit away from an explosion. Sierra did nothing for 2 years but go get her hair done, and she met Valerie Ware. This is who you're looking for when you DDR. Valerie Ware came in first month. It was very end of March, and she came in like the 28th or something. Got a couple people dipped her toe in it. Next month, she got over 15 recruits direct. And then she brought in Erica, who got a license. Most of this was in the cold market because she's a social media ninja like you. So most of the crap fell off. Everybody that's light yellow or light green died. The light green at least became clients. All right. Light yellow died. But out of that, she finally took me to a hot market best friend, Leanne. I recruited Leanne. I recruited all these people. I did every single appointment. Right? And then I recruited Leanne, who recruited Heather, who recruited Donna. Went 4D and DDR'd, found another leader. This is what a leader looks like. Look at that crap. What do I got to do? She DDR'd in 5 days. Yeah, and she's bringing on more. She's killing. We haven't even filled out July because their business is absolutely insane. But yeah, look at June. This is them bringing in over 50 recruits into their business. Because through Donna, I found Jasmine. Jasmine did pretty good, but I found Ruth. Ruth just came full time. So Ruth's here full time, Donna's full time, and then Valerie's full time. What happened to these people? They quit. Whatever. Jasmine pretty much quit, right? But it was me driving it down and doing all these appointments that got this team built out. And that's what you're going to have to do.
It's fun, though. I love it. This is great.
But now this team can't stop. And now that Valerie saw me build this for her, she went out and recruited Danielle. And she made Danielle a double-digit recruiter all by herself. Valerie built this. That's what got her to division. Now she's building out Lindsay. Lindsay went out. She's already DDR'd. I haven't finished out the circles. But she's got Donna, who's a DDR leg. She's got Danielle, who's a DDR, and she's got Lindsay as a DDR leg. She did that as a district. This month is how she got to regional, by building these out.
What do you pay your regionals? I'm just curious.
They have a 70% contract.
Okay, that's pretty much across the board, it seems.
Yeah. All right, I got to run out to the op night.
Okay, do I just use the same link to hop in?
You just click leave breakout room, and it should pop you back to the main session.
Breakout. It says choose breakout room.
See main session on there?
Hold on, I'm looking.
I got your back. Should be coming across now.
Got it. Thank you.
Ed, how you doing? We got people popping in now. There's Mr. Matthew.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen hanging out? Nope.